Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Lefty EDC, aka Kev. What up? Don't ask. I have no idea. I got a couple things to unbox. First up, this is from my boy John over at Grateful Panic. He's hooking it up with a few stickers. So he has Grateful Panic stickers. How cool is that? Bang, 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 bang. Grateful Panic. There's a magnet. What up? There's some holographic stickers. Perfect. So these will be going into giveaways, of course. I know a lot of people that watch my channel watch John's channel, and the reason I just snorted is because he also sent me these stickers that he had made, which are redonkulous. I don't know what he's thinking. He's a freaking maniac, okay? The button lock dance stickers. So, of course, I'll be keeping one or two of these, and I'll give away some in giveaways and stuff. So that's awesome. Button lock dance. And that is not my gut, man. My gut is bigger than that. So, anyway, thanks, John, for slimming me down a little bit. No man boobs. You could tell from this video that I have man boobs, so I am flattered, my friend. I also have a package from Jeremy, aka Freak Show shit, I forget, Freak Show something on Instagram, and on YouTube he's just Jeremy Russell. He likes to say Medford suck. I believe it's because he's a Hinderer fan, which I think is what's in here. He sent me a couple knives to review. Unboxing knife is the Asher Knife Co. titanium frame lock Spiro on Gillian bearings. Oh, you feel that, or you hear that detent click in? Ooh. Right, this is my favorite Asher so far, guys. I'm loving this thing. All right. Get into here. What do we have? I think it's a fire tack and a half track, but I mean, it could honestly not even be Hinderers for all I know, because I don't know shit. All right, one more knife. Man, he sent them in these like cloths. I might keep all this to just send it back to him in, but I usually send stuff in my Lefty EDC bubble wrap things, which seem to work very well. But we have a note. All right. Hinderer fire tack, stonewash finish, blue thumb disc to match G10 scale, sharpened by me and used currently for sale. Nice, because I kind of want one of these if it works. Hinderer half track, Warney, USA made blade exclusive, working finish, sharpened by me and used, both on bearings. He is a professional sharpener. He actually wrote Medford knives suck, exclamation, exclamation. And here you go, Jeremy / Freak Show EDC. So that's actually how you can look him up on Instagram. Freak Show without an EA and without a O. EDC. I mean, you can see it there, right? Okay. FRKSHW_EDC. Thank you, Jeremy. You are a gentleman and a scholar, sir. You know I'm going to be looking at that again to see what these are. So I want to get the half track out first, because the fire tack is the one I'm interested in, really. Yeah, okay. So this is the half track Warney right here. Interesting knife. I think the full track is the one that comes with like a tool built in. It just like pops off. I don't think this has that. It's a pretty small knife, right? And it's a chunky guy, a little heavy chunker. So if you're looking for a little tank knife, this would be it. Detent, nice. Closing action. So this is on bearings, of course. It does not drop shut, but the action's pretty good. I mean, for a little knife, what do you expect, right? You know, you're gonna have to shake it down a little bit. I do see a fuller, but I'm gonna go ahead and doubt that you could flick with that thing. Ah! Ah! Ow, man. There's no flicking that. It must be the detent, because the detent, yeah, it's really good. like the detent. All right, so there it is, black G10 working finish, I believe, with a stonewash blade. Very nice blade. Ooh, yeah, okay. Careful here. Pretty sharp. You have your Hinderer logo. It is in 20 CV. It is made in the United States. As stated, he hates Medford knives because I guess they're competitors. I don't know. I like a Warney that goes up. I used to hate that, but now I kind of like it. My only reasoning for not liking it is the reason I like a Warney is because that tip is really low and you can get into things like opening or cutting out shipping labels real easy, right? But when you have it up like this, now I got to do more work to get down, and that kind of defeats the purpose of a Warney for me. So you know what? I don't like it, okay? Does have a finger choil, seems like, but for small fingers, I mean, my fingers aren't super fat or anything. It fits in there. I could use it, right? It's comfortable like this. Like this, you know, it's a 3-finger knife and not very comfortable at all. So I will say right off the bat, this is not a knife for me in any way. I am not a big fan, but I do like the action on it in terms of the detent and the flipper. The closing action is pretty much what I expected, which is not great, but you know, it's not gritty or anything, but it's tight. You can feel that it's tight. So I don't know if anybody's ever tried to like loosen one of these up and see if it changes anything, but I'm sure that has happened, and I've heard that the half tracks just don't have good closing action. So tri-way pivot, here is the clip side. There you go. One more look at the show side. So that is the Hinderer half track. All right. Now comes the one I wanted to try for a while, but I have had people test it out for me left-handed, and they say it doesn't work. So, you know, I probably wouldn't get one unless somehow that changed. But here it is. This is the FireTac. So this is actually bigger than I thought it was going to be. It has blue G10 and a blue anodized disc right there, which is pretty cool, actually. I'm not a thumb disc guy because I don't like having to disc out. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Detent, not good, seems like. I did not mean to do that, and it came out. So, yeah, the detent's pretty weak. If you flick it, obviously, it comes out, and it locks up. Ergonomically, I like this one in my hand. It is bigger than I thought. I expected it to be, man, you see my heart racing because the blade shot out, and I was like, ah! Thought it was going to get me. I have heard these are ridiculous. I've heard they're ridiculously smooth. I got to give it that. And the access to that frame lock is not great. You have to kind of get into this really thin area here and push it over right-handed. You know, it works. Left-hand flick. So, oh, you know, it does work. Let me see. I tend to not ride very high. So unless you're like really high up on the lock bar, like up here, you can't flick it. But my normal kind of posture is to pull it out, and I'm on that clip. So it does work pretty good lefty. If you're left-handed and you're thinking about one of these, it actually works pretty well as long as you stay up on that clip. You know, the closing action is phenomenal, guys, and I've heard that from a lot of people. I guess it's just a long blade, you know, maybe a heavy blade. Doesn't look like it, but drops shut, dead centered. Yeah, it's dead centered. Lefty thumb flick. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. It's a little lazy because the detent is so light. You see that? The saving grace really is the fact that the action is so good. And once you get it going, it's so smooth that it just wants to fly out, right? I definitely could see why a lot of people like this. Now I get why the action is probably so good. It's because they don't have a lot of lock bar pressure, aka lighter detent, which a lot of people let companies get away with because they just fire it out like that, right? They don't do my stupid like tests where they do that. To me, what bothers me is that it'll shake out easy, right? And I just don't like that. I just don't like the idea of that. You saw when I just pulled it out, I accidentally opened it and freaked out because the detent's too light. So that's a personal preference for me. Not a fan, but it's definitely a functional knife. It actually works fairly well left-handed. I'm impressed. I like the blade. It does have a recurve in it. I don't know if it's a big enough one to cause trouble. Enough people have raved about this knife that I feel like it probably doesn't. If I bought one of these, I'd totally get like a micarta show side, or if they made titanium, make it full tie. It is a little slippery, the knife overall, so I don't feel very confident in my flicking and everything with the light detent and the slipperiness on the lock side. So I don't know, but those are kind of my initial unboxing impressions. I really do like this knife though. It's lightweight for a Hinderer. Might have just cut myself. It's lightweight for a Hinderer. That closing action is just redonkulous. I now understand why everybody's all about it. It doesn't have their stupid pivot. Looks like a, I don't know what the hell it is. It looks stripped out, honestly. You can see there, it looks really stripped out on the pivot. So I don't know if Jeremy went at it, or if maybe it's some kind of hex that I don't understand. That could be too. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any Torx on here, so maybe. I've never owned a Hinderer, so. Cool design on the G10. So yeah, that's it, guys. Quick unboxing there from Freak Show, aka Jeremy. I appreciate it, brother. If you guys are looking for any sharpening services, hit up Jeremy, Freak Show _EDC on Instagram. It'll be linked below, so you can just go click there. Yeah, I don't like the lock bar access on this knife. It's very, very thin and not very comfortable. But overall, I think it's a cool offering here. Probably the most intriguing knife from Hinderer for me. Probably the only one I would maybe spend some money on as of right now. Although I was looking at the Eclipse. But I don't know. So, yeah. Thank you, Jeremy. And I love you guys. I love John from Grateful Panic. I love these stickers, dude. You're a maniac. And yeah, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will catch you later.